The Chicago Bears add to the coaching staff again with another great signing. This time signing Eric Bieniemy to come in to be the running backs coach for the Chicago Bears. Me and Stevo in the building. Y'all know we gonna talk about it, but of course, you gotta hear the music first. Oh, hold on, we tweaking. We weren't ready. No.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to another episode from Chicago Bears Central, the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. Is Bobby right here with Stevo to break this news coming out of Hallis Hall. First and foremost, shout out to the Bears and Ben Johnson. Steady doing things the right way. But before we break it down, my man's Eric Bieniemy has been coaching since 2000, y'all. 2000. Stops in college, UCLA, Colorado, Minnesota, the Chiefs, the Commanders, back to UCLA, all that stuff. Steve-O, what's your initial reaction, my guy?
It's a common thing I keep saying every time we pick another coach. They not playing. They serious about their job. They serious about putting the best squad on the coaching staff they could possibly get. And to get somebody as experienced as this dude, it's perfect. Like, not only is he a vet at the position he's going to be coaching at the running back position, because he started off doing that when he was at Colorado, did that for years. But we already know the type of offensive mind he is already. We've seen what he's done in KC. We've seen what he's done with the Washington Commanders. We've seen what he's done with Minnesota, even within our own division. Like, this dude just has a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of talent. He just knows. I mean, he's been around the game. He's been around a bevy of coaches. So, like, he's been around some of the greats. And this is and to get it at a position where a lot of people feel like that he's probably over this position at this point. Like, he should deserves a higher point. I think most people will say, "Hey, it's a A plus type of move."
For sure. I think that, man, you look at this and you say, man, you need this. And first and foremost with Eric Bieniemy, I like the track record. You know what I'm saying? Former running back himself. Played it. So he's a former player. So you know what it's like to be in that locker room. And he's going to bring that not necessarily complete old school style, but that accountability style that comes from back in the day onto the Chicago Bears. If we remember correctly, the Washington Commanders was crying about him holding them accountable. That's why they was losers. I want this guy to come in here to hold guys accountable. And I don't care if they like it or not. You got a job to do in Chicago. We need a winner. We deserve a winner. So to add this type of guy who comes in with championship pedigree, coach running backs like Adrian Peterson and Shady McCoy under his tutelage, those are things that you love to see. And you hope that he can bring some of that championship pedigree from Kansas City over to the Chicago Bears. This offensive coaching staff and the defensive coaching staff is shaping up pretty damn well, for sure.
Yeah, like I said previously, like, most people would say he's overqualified for this job
Oh
anyway.
yeah.
So,
Yep.
like, for us to get him at this position is great, because I looked at it as soon as he said it was the running back position. We got the news. I'm like, okay, this is a locker room move right here. Like, this is somebody to where I know no matter what, if I didn't have any doubt about the culture being shifted now, it's gonna be shifted with him regardless, because that's what he does. Everybody don't like it. Everybody don't like the track work he has, but hey, he a champion. He been with some champion and historic teams. He's been with some great teams all around, and he's done some damage up in college as well. So to me, the people that don't like him is just people that can't handle it. And if you can't handle it, get the fuck out the kitchen. Like that's
For
just how I
sure.
feel. So like at the end of the day, like I've been asking for a lot of those coaches that we bring into is no nonsense people that don't care about what the higher ups is saying. If it's the right thing to say or it's the right emotion to say, go say it. He's gonna be out there be like, go fight for your dogs, bro. Go, I want to see some nastiness. That's the type of person he is, and that's the way he coaches, and that's the type of attitude and behavior I expected my team to have when he's going to be at there. And not only is that, like, I'm looking like back, even though I don't necessarily have the biggest problem with Swift, but I'm just imagining if he was a part of this organization beforehand, and he be like, hell no, I don't want no damn Swift. We ain't bring no Swift up in here. You don't
Yeah.
fit what we're trying to do, right? He's gonna bring in the right. He has the eyes. He's been with some nice running backs. He's found some nice running backs, turn running backs into something. So yeah, I like it. I definitely like it.
For sure, I absolutely do. For all those reasons, I think the most important thing that I've been looking at least from these signings, these guys got experience. It's no guy that's coming up in here and they have not once been verified for or spoken about of in a positive light. And a lot of these guys, they have experience. They don't lack experience. It's not a first time play caller becoming your OC. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, well, with the Doyle, but Ben is the OC. But outside of that, he has a good support staff of winners on the squad. You talking about even on the defensive side, you got Dennis Allen. Then you picked up the D line coach who was able to coach up some All Pro type of players. You looking at the wide receiver coach that you brought in, Antoine Randall, getting the best out of his talent. That's what we wanted to see because when we came into the Matt Eberflus era, it was about player development, being young, building a team through the draft, and spending money the right way. The Bears have spent the money the right way, but the development has been a bit lacking if we
Mhm.
keeping it a buck, especially when it comes to running backs like Rojo or you know what I'm saying, defensive tackles like Zach Pickens, not being able to see Sewell. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's a lot of pieces on the Bears that have thrived, but there is some players in key positions that had not necessarily panned out. And I'm anxious to see what this coaching staff can do, bro, because this is becoming a star-studded coaching staff. And it seemed like the Bears is coughing up the coin because to get these guys, they not cheap.
They
And
not
to
cheap at
convince
all.
them to come to Chicago and help build this program out to a winner, yes, that's an intriguing thing to talk about. But you gotta talk that money on. You gotta come with that coin. That check gotta have the right dollar amount to make guys actually believe. And the Bears spending that money. They spending it.
Yep. Yeah. And I see some of the people talking about, oh, we getting Gentry now. No, that's not what they mean.
Yeah.
No, we just needed somebody. First of all, we let's not forget we still got to fill up the whole staff. So that means we
Yeah.
fired everybody. So that means we basically everybody except the Hightower.
Yeah.
So besides that, we got to fill up everybody else. So he was a part. We had to get a running backs coach, but why not get somebody that's been a proven OC, a proven running backs coach, a former running back himself? But not only that, he's gonna he's gonna be more like, just think of like Antoine with him with everybody else. You see him running down the field when they got that big play when he's
Yes.
on Detroit. What you think the fuck he gonna do with Airbnb and somebody, one of our running backs, bust up a hole for a 60-yard touchdown?
On me.
Like, this is what we need. Like, and a lot of people, it is some people that's not liking it. Oh, he's terrible. I don't know where you're talking about him being terrible from. At the end of the day, like, and a lot of people say, well, Andy Reid was the reason why. Andy Reid hired him.
And retained
The
them.
fuck is
So
we talking about? If
and
he
promoted them.
if Andy Reid feel like you're high enough, or I trust you enough to be my OC, you're good.
Yeah, I agree with that too. What type of dynamic do you think is gonna be present between Ben Johnson and Eric Bieniemy? Because my train of thought is, hey, some this guy Eric Bieniemy is a creative play caller himself. Ben Johnson talked about having people on the staff that he trusts in moments. So what type of dynamic do you
And
think
that's
those two would
and
bring?
I think that's a thing that people are looking over. Like out of everybody on this staff, including Ben Johnson's, he know about the fucking moments. He probably seen the moments more than anybody on this staff. Probably next to Dennis Allen as well. But I'm looking at like third downs, personnel usage.
Mm,
Okay, coach, put Rojo in. Hypothetically speaking, we just rolling in if we in the same team, same situation. Oh, it's 3rd and 1. All right, sweat. We're gonna run this draw play. Nah, if you're gonna run it, put Rojo in. He could probably get it. Okay, scratch that. Another situation. I'm gonna put it this way. All right, Rojo out. He can't play today. Sweat in, but he banged up. We haven't been able to run the ball that good today. Okay, we at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 2. All right, coach. You remember when you did that fake jet screen in the 2nd quarter and they bid on it? Let's run that jet screen
mm.
to the crib. That's the type of thing he could bring to this team. Because not only that, that's when all them years of OC, being creative, knowing when and where to do things when you in a bind.
Yeah, and I think I agree with that too. On another level, I think that the dynamic is going to be better for the sake of the Chicago Bears. I mean, we ain't going off and picking wins yet. We still got a long way to go
I
before
don't
we
pick
do that.
wins no more.
But I think exactly, you don't even want to. I didn't pick 9 wins the last 3 seasons. But I think that the dynamic is going to be most important for the day-to-day operations leading up into the game. I think that's one thing that Matt Eberflus screwed up at. Yeah, you are a head coach. You can't be involved in defense only if you're Matt Eberflus. Ben Johnson, he's going to be heavily involved offensively, like Matt Eberflus was for defensively. But you got to have guys in there while you take your time to step away to meet with the defense, to meet with the special teams. You got to have guys that's in place that's going to carry out the vision. That's why the vision for the Chicago Bears the last few seasons, in my opinion, has been so flawed because there were not trusted guys left in the room when Eberflus was out of the room. Allen Williams, come on, y'all. Do we got to
And
bring that up again? And the same thing for Lukey Dookie and Eric Bieniemy, and those guys will hold these players accountable. While Ben Johnson has to be a head coach.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. It just popped in my head. For everybody that's still nervous about Declan Doyle, here's a perfect partner to put next to him. Because this is gonna be his first year. Happen to have a week of game planning with with Ben Johnson. This is his first year of that. We got somebody right here that won championships doing it and did it for years. He got tons of wisdom, tons of information, tons of things he could throw at him that will speed up his process of learning on the job. Because he's still gonna be learning on the job, he's still gonna be making mistakes. At the end of the day, Declan Doyle word is gonna be the final say when it comes to OC positions. But when it's times where he might be in the middle of the city and he running through roads that he's having problems with, he go talk to somebody like Airbnb who's been an OC like that. That's something else that we can't forget.
For sure, bro. For sure. And I respect the hell out of that because this is, bro, it's been a very long time since we didn't seen some competency. We haven't seen it on the field, but at least the process is making sense. The process has always been flawed with us. Has always been flawed. The process right now has been positive, has been something that's been placed in order, and they've went after everybody that they wanted, and they most likely got them. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you like things like that when they come for the squad because it's been messed up for a while. But this ain't it. This is just the beginning. But I'm glad that ownership is on board, coaching staff looking clean. Let's clean up the team. Clean up. You still got a lot of work to clean up
Mm-hmm.
this team. And then maybe you can start getting the wheels rolling and become a well-oiled machine. Obviously, it's going to take some time, but you eventually want to become or gradually see the Chicago Bears get better. Who in the hell would have thought after 4-2 we would have been crap? Like, what
And
the-
Bears fans, let's look at it this the right way. This is the way we should be looking at it. We should be happy that it looks like, and based on paper and how you should be doing it as an organization, we're doing the right things. That don't mean go take y'all motherfucking asses to Twitter talking about we finna win 11 wins.
Facts.
Don't do that.
Somebody finna. Hey, somebody already done
Don't
tweeted.
do that.
Genty at 10 confirmed.
Bro,
You know it's
I've been
already out
ignoring
there.
running backs for a reason. I'm telling you right now, I ain't been on this channel in a minute. If I see a running back get called at 10, I'm losing my shit.
What would you want to see called at 10?
Trenches.
Now we on the same page.
Either side.
We on the same page. Cause I still think like Genty is the number one for sure. But after that, a lot of guys is compacted and damn near the same to me. I ain't even gonna lie. And there's a lot of solid ones out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
like I
That can
said, it's
start
a lot
around.
of solid ones we don't have to reach for either.
Exactly. You shouldn't be having to trade up for a lot of these guys, especially the running back room, in my opinion, because there's so many of them. It's so
It's
many
deep.
of them.
It's deep as hell.
For
Why
sure.
not? Because we don't have no line. Why do I? How many times I gotta
God,
tell
we gotta
y'all?
learn from last year, bro. Yeah, some of y'all still ain't learned.
Golly, what do you mean? Why?
For real. Now, let's say for the sake of discussion, they go get 2 offensive linemen in free agency. Would you be more okay with it, or you still on the side of let's get these trenches?
Depends on the lineman.
Okay.
If you get Trey and somebody that's starting worthy, yes. If you get 2 Ryan Bates, fuck no.
On
Fuck
me.
that. No, I'm not. You not bullshitting with me with these lies though, bro. I want the sure thing.
Hey, shout out to my man's V Dog, always in the building. Facts, Bobby. Seem like everyone in the franchise cleaned up their act from top to bottom. Just got to upgrade the O line at this point and get another edge. I would say, man, look, you can never have too many pass rushers and blockers. Load up if you got to. Obviously, you want to attack some other positions, but shit, you should be bringing in as many big guys as you can, for sure. For sure. Did you froze, bro? Bro, definitely froze. Hold on, let's get him out of here. It shit then froze up. But hey, my man's Brett said, I'm with y'all. If running back is called at 10, I'm losing it. Trenches. Still getting Chisung said there is no left tackle at the top of the draft. Campbell short arms is a guard. Banks' knees are shot. What is wrong with y'all? What you mean? What's wrong with us? Because we want to attack the trenches? I never said it had to be Campbell or Banks, but we need to attack these trenches. The Bears paid a lot. And I know you have too, because damn near all of us was like, we got Keenan Allen, let's go. We got Jared Everett, let's go. But the quarterback never had enough time to pass to him. So we need to build the trenches. We have skilled players that are good enough to help the Chicago Bears win. Now you need the trenches to be solidified. I know y'all remember all them third downs, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12, 3rd and 8. Those ring a bell. We talking about the Bears defense. How many teams have converted those 3rd and long situations on the Chicago Bears defense because the play style that Matt Eberflus wanted to play, defensive linemen couldn't get the quarterback on the ground. We need to improve the trenches. We need big guys on both sides of the ball. All those passes, we want to see Caleb Williams build up and provide some consistency on the deep ball. Yes, absolutely. A lot of it was on him. A lot of it. But there should have been a way to get him more reps with attempting more passes down the field. And that, in my opinion, starts with having a good enough O-line to hold for an extra second and a half. Because you ain't getting that much. Hey, sometimes you see a Patrick Mahomes can dance back there, Lamar Jackson. Hell, Jaden Daniels can dance back there, make a call to dominoes every once in a while. I want those pockets every once in a while, too. Did we not see Jalen Hurts sit back there and phone Verizon while he was in the pocket? Last week versus the Commanders? He was chilling. So we need to build these trenches. We need to build these trenches. Doesn't necessarily have to be a specific guy, but let's get some guys in here that's going to be able to come in and be eventual starters for the next 5, 6, 7 years. Because we want to build something sustainable. We don't just want something for the now. We want sustained success. Sustained success. V-Dog said, Bobby, I'm still in shock. This our franchise now. Seemed like the culture shifted immediately, just bringing in a competent, experienced guy and proven play caller head coach with an experienced staff. Yes, and that's where Ryan Poles screwed up. Let's call it a buck. A rookie head coach in Matt Eberflus, hell, he probably still would have been a trash coach. But he needed some veterans in his ear to help steer the ship. Ben Johnson has veterans in his ear to help steer the ship in the right direction. But obviously, they gotta put it on wax and do it on the field. But I love what they're doing. The top looks good. The coaching staff look good. Now you gotta build up the players that you want to bring in. That's good. That's gonna be one that wants to be coach hard, that wants to be held accountable, that carries the vision of the team. That's what we need. We need those things to push this thing forward. They still got a lot of work to do, though. And I'm with you, Miss Taylor. Build, build, build. That's it. Trenches, baby. Build them trenches. For sure. Build them damn trenches. For sure. Strategy should be attack. This is from Lawrence. Strategy should be attack the trenches, the cap money, spend it all on O-line and D-line, especially edge rusher. Next, use pick 10 to either trade back for more draft capital or take Genty. Me personally, look, it depends who's there at 10. But I want the best available prospect, bro. The best available trenches guy. Now, if it comes at trading back, cool, fine, and dandy. But if you don't have to trade back, don't trade back and just take your guy. If your guy there at 10, take your guy. Same thing happened a few years ago with Darnell Wright. I'm like, if this your guy, take the guy. Obviously, they traded one spot back, but take your guy if he's there. You know what I mean? For sure. So,
what the
man, yeah, yo, tweaking out.
I don't even want to say nothing.
For real. So, man, but hey, I'm about to get ready to sit that thing down. Stevo, you got anything left?
I don't know if it's. Hey, man, we doing our work. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I don't know if it's tweaking or not, but yeah, it looked like we going in a good direction. It's a good hire in my opinion. So it is what it is.
For sure.
Let's keep making good decisions.
Before we go, you been watching running backs out of college during your film breakdown?
Yeah.
Who you liking right now? Not saying the Bears got to get them, but who do you like right now?
I like Juckins and Scottaboo. Them my favorites.
Yeah, my favorite right now is Juckins. I just like the physical presence, the shiftiness, the ability to catch out of the backfield. And like he still got 1,000 yards, even though he was splitting reps with the other guy, Henderson. So he definitely stands
he
out.
Dynamic.
Yeah, a lot of people like Caleb Johnson. I like him too, but I like Juckins way better. I ain't gonna hold you.
He not shifty enough for me.
Caleb Johnson.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It's just a straight north and south. In the NFL, those lanes that you have in college, that shit you're gonna be getting hit, bro. You gotta be able to bounce something out and or make a move and get loose. So, but hey, that is it from us today, y'all. That's it from us today, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know if any news drop, somebody gonna be right here to deliver the news. It's gonna be either one of us, some of us, or all of us to deliver the news. But y'all make sure y'all tap in by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that notification bell. Leave your comments down below if you want to be a part of the mailbag episode that you already know is gonna take place coming up soon. Hit that number, 773-242-9336. We are the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. Chi-Town up and bet down, y'all. Let's see if we be back. Let's see. Peace.